What do you guys remember from last time?
I made a shield.
Yeah, we got to the sorceress. I'm not
White Fire Archanist.
I'm not even going to try to say her name.
I don't know why that name is so hard. But yeah, White Fire Arcanist.
Yeah, White Fire
That's her
Arcanist.
name?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we found her. Now we're in some sort of pocket dimension.
The Open Veil.
Well,
you're in a clearing in the woods called the Open Veil.
And we're fighting.
Sorry, we're in the Open Veil, and we're gonna protect her while she supercharges the protection barrier.
Production.
Protection.
You said production.
I'm sorry. While she
We're also fighting
6 monsters.
monsters that are weird.
Yeah, now we gotta protect her while she supercharges the crystal or whatever, the protection barrier.
And that's where we're at. You defeated another enemy.
That one's entangled.
The countdown timer goes down one more.
And that one is entangled.
And that one is entangled.
I want to grab both skeleton arms.
I'll do that next time.
Do this like.
Okay, you want to smack the skeleton that's restrained.
Yeah.
With the skeleton arms. All right, go ahead and make an attack roll. You beat a 12.
That is a 16 with hope.
Okay, 16 with hope. You get another hope. Roll for damage for me.
6.
You want to burn a hope to give him advantage?
That's D6. It's 2.
8.
With an 8, how do you want this skeleton story to end?
I walk up to him and say, "Which arm do you want first?"
The skeleton looks back at you and it doesn't say anything. It just screams.
And I say, "So the right?" "Okay." And I start smacking him over and over and over again in the face with the right.
You start smacking the skeletons, the skull of the head of the skeleton over and over again with these skeleton arms. And as you do, it's almost like a screw. You can see his head spinning around and spinning around. And all of a sudden the head pops off and rolls off into the trees. And this skeleton is now defeated. And the countdown timer now goes down to 4
more. Hey, we have 4 more enemies.
So what I want to do,
she has to get
I want to burn a hope.
Oh.
And I want to try to untangle this wraith. How?
Oh, I forgot about him.
How can I? What do I need to beat in order to not be entangled anymore?
Restraint is a condition that means the target can't move. Because it's temporary, the GM can only end it on their move.
Oh, so I don't need to roll for anything?
I don't think so.
I want to burn a fear, and what I want to do is I want to engage this wraith, and what he's going to do is he's going to come up, and he is going to try to
No!
He's going to try to attack the White Fire
Does that mean
Arcanist.
touch your cheek?
Nope. He is going to. He's going to
smash
try
her?
to move through here, move through her.
Through her.
Yeah, he's going to try to do what's called the pass move action.
That's what he did to me.
I'm going to try to attack the shield to see if I can try
You have
to
to
hit
do
her.
14.
Good heavens! The worst. I rolled the worst.
Do you want
I got
me
a
to roll
7.
for you?
No, you don't need to roll for me.
No, do you want me to roll for you?
No, you
No.
don't need to roll for me. So this wraith tries to attack the White Fire Arcanist by passing through it like it did to you earlier. But as it gets close to the White Fire Arcanist, this shield, this magical barrier around the Arcanist, you can see the wraith pass beyond the shield, but then it almost vanishes and then comes out the other side, seemingly unaffected.
Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a retracting claws, make an agility roll to scratch a target within melee range.
Okay, so you want to try to scratch the
Agility.
wraith?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got +2 on that.
So
Please.
you need to beat a 13.
14 with fear.
14 with fear.
No.
I get a fear token since you rolled fear.
But you're vulnerable now.
Explain this.
I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know. It just says retracting claws, make an agility roll to scratch a target within melee range. On a success, they become temporarily vulnerable.
Okay. Describe to me how you attack this wraith.
I put my bow back on my back, and I you can see my claws just stick out of my giant fluffy paws, and I run up and I scratch it, and then run back.
you scratch it, and as you scratch it, just like the arrow before, you can see that this ooze start to seep out of the scratch marks on this wraith, and it is vulnerable.
And
correct?
it is vulnerable.
And
yes.
it is now vulnerable.
So that
All right.
means it has
Oh,
a
but you get to
disadvantage?
go.
I mean,
So-
that means I have advantage.
you had
Yeah, that
advantage.
means you now have advantage on
So what does
attacking.
advantage plus advantage do? Actually, no.
So advantage, you would roll an extra d6.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So now I actually have advantage on attacks.
Yes.
Yeah. You got a fear. You have to go.
Oh yeah, since you rolled a fear, it is now.
Sorry,
my
I
turn.
reminded him.
You're like that
sorry,
one-
I'm just follow.
You're like
Okay,
that one
yeah,
kid
I
in
am.
class.
I am. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what I want to do is
I also just kind of want to.
I want this
Okay.
other skeleton that was
Oh, boy.
entangled to. He's gonna run up and he's going to try to.
If he
attack
actually
that
hits, I'm gonna be
Arcanist.
surprised.
Because of how bad I
No,
rolled.
wait,
Yes.
No,
Let me
just
roll for
because
you.
how
Let me-
no.
At least let me see what I would have rolled.
Okay, see what you would have rolled.
see if you can beat it.
Good.
14. You are cursed.
It's an 8. Okay. What this skeleton does is that it
You're like
jumps
that one.
up. It jumps up with its rusty sword above its head. It tries to come down and strike.
Boink.
And as it does, it bounces against this barrier around the White Fire Arcanist and falls on its back. It is now at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the Wraith.
No.
You're gonna attack the Wraith again. Then I will attack the Wraith.
So what you could do is team attack. Let me see.
Yeah.
I think there's a team attack feature.
Legendary move.
In Daggerheart, a tag team roll is a special action where 2 players can combine their effort into a single powerful attack.
Brother and
Hold on.
sister.
Each player has to spend 3 hope.
I have that much.
Same.
I only have that much.
Same.
When
Okay.
resolving a roll, both players make separate action rolls, but only the best result is applied to both characters.
So I.
Okay. Do you have 3?
Okay.
Grab
wait.
your 3.
Okay. Brother and tag team. Brother and sister. GX. Attack. 440.
Okay, make your rolls.
Okay.
So spend
We got
your
the 3.
spend your hope.
And I have
Yep.
no hope left.
16.
That's a 20 with fear.
Okay. 6. What does it count
That's a
as fear,
16
though?
with hope.
Are we including fear and hope?
So you guys get to choose which one you want to do.
But are we including fear and hope?
Yes, you
So-
are including fear and hope.
What would be the consequence if we did hope?
You both got enough to beat its evasion score.
Okay.
Let's
so
do the
either
hope
way
then.
you're gonna attack.
Let's just do the hope. Let's just do the
So we don't give him an extra.
That's
Okay,
yeah.
you hit him. Now
Okay, we both get a hope.
both of you need to make your damage rolls.
That's a D6 plus 3. Yes.
6.
It's a 4.
Trades.
You want to burn both of your hopes
Okay,
that you just got. You're gonna help him. He's gonna help you.
Yeah. It's a 6. And yours was
6.
plus a 6. That's 12.
Mine is 12. Hers is
6.
6.
So I got
18.
6. You got 12.
18.
18.
Tell me what you two do to attack together.
I hand you one of the skeleton arms,
Yes.
and then we both.
We both hit.
Like describe what you.
we both
So
like,
he
jump
hit- okay.
in the air and slash. What are we attacking?
You're
slam
attacking the Wraith.
dunk. And slam dunk
No.
the Wraith.
No,
with the
we
skeleton
slash him in half.
Yeah. He hands me the skeleton arm and nods at me, and I know exactly what to do. So we both run up and then jump. And then we both. What is it called? What is it called when you like pound like that?
I don't know. Is there a name for it?
Is there
Wait, let me-
So you both run
Okay,
up
let
with,
me- no, wait,
with
let
the
me
skeleton arms over your head and come down and smack down.
Clobber.
Yes, we clobber.
Kablobler.
Blobbler.
Klobob.
Yeah, from the first episode, Kablobler him.
We
Okay.
clobber. him.
Klobbler.
Both of you in unison, you hand one of your skeleton arms over to Varian, and you look at each other, and both of you nod, and you run, jumping up, raising these skeleton arms over your head, and coming down and smashing on the top of the Wraith. You can see the pain in its face as it gets smashed down in front of you. And kind of like in its own version of a superhero pose, it crouches down, but then it starts to stand up, and it looks. And as it stands up, you can see more ooze starting to come off of it. And I'm going to burn a fear, and I am going to try to rush you with pass through.
Oh boy, please don't roll high.
Okay,
No,
wait.
yeah, I don't know why you guys.
Let me see what
worried.
I would have rolled.
I don't know why you guys.
Because
are
every
worried.
time it matters, you roll good enough.
Actually,
No.
yeah. Let me see what I would have rolled.
20. What'd you roll?
I got a 15. No! Since there's two of you,
please
this is an attack roll against a single
Please, mommy.
person. So I'm gonna flip a coin to see which one of you I attack. Varian
I'm
is
head.
heads. Barnacle is tails. It's a tails. So
I'm sorry. You have
It's
more
fine.
health than me.
this wraith rushes forward, and as it does, you step back in surprise. But as you do, you notice that you are still in front of you. All of a sudden, you realize that you are not in your body because your spirit has been pulled, has been wrenched
Holy
out
cow.
of your body, and you are now untethered, which means
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna grab it
you
and stick
cannot
it.
act again until the end of the ritual. Varian,
Okay, gotta
it is now your turn.
It is forever your turn.
I'm gonna vicious entangle the wraith.
He can still burn a hope.
He doesn't have any hope, and he can't
Oh,
gain
okay.
any hope.
You're right.
No.
No. Oh, you guys, I was about to say you guys gained hope, but then you immediately burned it for your damage. Okay.
I'm vicious entangling. No. It's 10. The 14 with hope.
Make your damage roll.
1d8. Never mind. 1d8 plus 1. It's a 4. That's a 2. But he's entangled.
Yeah.
Wait. But he has but I have an advantage, right?
Because he was at disadvantage.
He's vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
He's vulnerable.
Roll another d6.
Another d6. Do I add it to damage? That's a 2.
You turn around to see this ethereal version of Barnacle standing behind the body of Barnacle, and you see the wraith just beyond it. And you reach out, and these vines come up and snare the wraith that has just taken the spirit out of your friend.
Literally taking the life out of your friend.
Since you rolled with hope, what do you want to do next? Still your turn.
I am going to take my... I'll make it easier. No, I'm gonna short bow him.
You're gonna short bow.
I'm gonna short bow him.
By him, you mean the wraith.
The wraith. That's a 9 with hope.
It was so close to a critical success.
Okay, 9 with hope. Because of everything that has happened, and now seeing the spirit form of your friend outside of his body, your aim isn't true. So as you shoot at the wraith, it misses the mark and flies off into the forest. I want to burn a fear.
Why?
I'm going
We
to
have 4
engage
left.
one of
How
the
many?
skeletons. This skeleton is going to run up and it's going to try to attack you with his sword.
No,
You're
because
not
you got an
rolling
extra
high.
d6.
That's a 16.
You get an extra d6 now! I'm dead. I'm dead.
Okay, so I rolled a 4, the 5. What's your threshold?
Oh, the spider damage. Oh,
Minor
spider damage.
Okay, do you want to?
Yes, just
if
to
you
get-
mark another shield, you can take it down to no damage.
Yeah, just do
All right.
that. Just
so
do
how
that.
do you want? How do you want to avoid this attack? Actually,
I just
since
dodge
you-
out of the way. I don't care.
Hey, since you have a shield that he made you, you literally could burn a shield and use your shield to
Yeah.
deflect this attack.
It wouldn't have worked any other way.
Describe what you want to do.
I pull my shield from my back and lift it up above my head as the skeleton comes down. Skeleton's sword comes down on me. And then I immediately hit him back with Vicious Entangle because I can't do anything else.
You don't have any other weapons.
I have the bottle of fireflies, but it's fire against bones. Unless I want to cremate someone, no thank you.
Okay.
So I'm just going to vicious entangle the skeleton in front of me. That's an 8 with hope.
That's an 8 with hope.
That's an 8 with hope.
Okay, so
Wait, I got from the last 2 rolls, right?
yeah, you got 2 hopes.
Yay!
You can't burn a hope to aid yourself. You can only aid an ally. You smash the sword out of the way with your shield, and you bring your hand up to do vicious entangle, but it's not as quick as it needs to be. And so as you bring your hand up, these vines start to grow out of the ground, but they grow just
Barely.
They start growing just behind where the skeleton was, and they start reaching up, but there's nothing to grab onto, and so these vines just kind of
Flop.
fall over onto the ground.
Okay, you don't have any more fear.
I don't have any more fear to burn. I have no
Okay.
fear to burn. And since you roll with hope, guess what? It is
I gotta go.
Yeah.
No. Since the forest wraith is wood and covered in vines, which are plants, I'm gonna throw the bottle of fireflies at it.
You're going to throw the
I'm
bottle
gonna
of
throw the
fire.
bottle of fireflies at it.
Okay. So the forest wraith is within melee, within close range of these 2 skeletons.
Okay.
Okay. If you hit it, you will hit all 3.
Okay.
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 So make your attack roll.
Attack. Okay. Would
Actually, hold
agility? Wait.
on. No. Hold on. Using a consumable in Daggerheart does not require a roll.
Yes.
So, what I am going to have to do is I need to make saving throws for each of these characters.
Wait, but he's entangled, so he's restrained.
He is restrained.
Does
Okay.
that mean a disadvantage on the saving throw?
Yeah. Hold it. Do you want me to roll first?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
To see who lives and who doesn't.
I'm gonna roll for the wraith.
Who
I
will
need to
burn
be.
in the eternal flames of death.
You know what? I'm gonna. Good heavens. Good heavens. You know what? That fell onto the floor. I don't need. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I did it. I didn't see what it was.
Tell us what you rolled.
Let's just say they all failed because
No, tell us what you rolled.
they did it. They
All
did
right.
it.
Tell me what you want to have happen.
Okay. As I realized that apparently I used vicious entangle a wee bit much and isn't working anymore, I grab the bottle of literal fireflies and turn and throw it straight at the forest wraith. I'm sorry. I wrote it like wrath. I throw it at the forest wraith's back, and it shatters and is in an explosion of fire.
Let's say it's not an explosion. What happens is that the bottle shatters and you see the fireflies floating in the air above the wraith. And as one touches down on the surface of the wraith, you see a little flame start to light. And as one touches down, another touches down, another and another, and you see them touching down on the surface of the wraith. And every time they touch down, little sprouts of fire start to spring up. You can see these fireflies start to make their way down the surface of the wraith onto the skeleton next to the wraith, and then from that skeleton onto the other skeleton. And every time they touch down, these little bursts of flame start to consume the wraith and consume each of the skeletons. I will tell you, I rolled poorly for all 3.
No.
Holy
wait,
cow.
wait.
All
And
3?
so
What were
they
your
take-
what were your rolls like combined? What number
it
would
was I had to beat a DC 12. I got a 6, a 4, and a 3.
Okay.
The damage is a D8 plus 5.
A D8 plus 5 for, and that counts for all of them.
That would be for all of them.
That 8 plus 5, 13.
Okay.
13, yeah.
How do you want their story to end?
Yes! Okay. after all the little fireflies start to land on them and like little tufts of flames start to happen, it starts to spread around all of their bodies, and then eventually they all start to turn into like one giant bonfire kind of thing. Smells awful, by the way, but they all turn into some sort of a giant bonfire. And I think I kind of feel bad for my poor little friend who's watching from the sidelines.
Well, you look at your poor little friend, and you can see the spirit of Barnacle like warming his hands by the fire of this wraith, as all three of them are now out of play. So
and
that
that's
means
3. Yes.
3.
And now I got a
countdown timer.
wait, but I rolled with hope. Haha.
Since you rolled with hope,
I gotta go again.
there is one more skeleton and one more tick on the countdown timer. What do you want to
Okay,
do?
so my bow and arrow, since I used my short bow.
You sure, Bob?
I need to reroll that 1 second. No, okay. It's a 15 with fear.
15 with fear.
You actually get a fear token.
I do get a fear token, but you beat my evasion source, so go ahead and roll your damage dice.
A D6 plus 3. That's okay. D6 plus I'm sorry, a 9. That's a 9.
A 9.
Do you not know simple math?
I'm sorry, my brain is a little broken.
Okay. Tell me how you do this.
I pull out another arrow from my bag after immediately failing to shoot him. And I kind of look him up and down a bit, and then I release the arrow, and then it hits him. It just hits him. I don't know how else to say it.
Trying to make sure that your aim is true, you look him up and down, and you release this arrow that hits the chest of the skeleton, and its mouth opens, and you hear this cry, this shrill cry that at first you think is coming from the skeleton. But as you keep hearing it, you realize that it's not the skeleton that is letting out this sound. It is actually the White Fire Archanist.
Holy what?
Because of all the commotion, you don't recognize that it's not a scream of pain, but one of joy. As you look over at the White Fire Arcanist, and you can see that she is now back on the ground. The keystone below her is vibrating with this energy, and all of a sudden, all at once, this explosion that starts at the White Fire Arcanist and goes out through the open veil. And after you hear the commotion of everything falling to the ground, falling to pieces, all the skeletons crumbling to dust and disappearing, the wraiths crumbling to dust and disappearing, you look back over at Barnacle, who is blinking in his body as he is now back in his body form.
I run over and like give Barnacle a giant.
Take 4d4.
I run over and give Barnacle a great giant tiger hug and just squish him a bit because I got so scared seeing his spirit out of his body. And I just hug him and I squeeze him and I'm like, don't ever do that to me again, please.
As you stand there hugging Barnacle, the Arcanist comes over to you, and she looks older than she did, and she points at both of you and says,
"Come, we must return."
So now we're going to cut back into the White Fire Arcanist treehouse. She is sitting there with the keystone suspended carefully above the rumbling fire in the heart of the White Fire Arcanist's home. And she sits in this large, overly stuffed chair that looks super comfortable.
What are we sitting in? What chairs are we sitting in?
I don't know. What chairs are you sitting in?
Spitting in.
What chairs are you sitting in?
What chair? You're sitting in a tiny chair. You're sitting in a chair meant for children. I had to find you something.
Okay. So Barnacle is sitting in a child's chair. Varian, what are you sitting in?
Probably on a stool.
On a stool. Okay. As you sit,
I don't think they would have something good for giant me. So
as you sit on your tiny chair, Barnacle, and as you sit on a stool that is frankly way too small for you. So like your knees are up really high because you have to sit down so low in order to fit on this stool. The White Fire Arcanist looks at you, and with weariness but hope in her voice, she says,
You have fought hard. I'm not surprised, of course. The king keeps good company. I am very glad that you are here. The keystone, I'll need to watch it carefully to ensure that nothing cracks or becomes sentient or anything of the like.
and she kind of smiles coyly at that last statement at both of you, and she says,
You know how it is. And in the meantime, after you rest and gather yourselves, have a nice hot meal and a warm bath, I will have more to ask of you.
and just like at the end of the movie, we're going to pull out from the White Fire Arcanist home out to the forest itself and the view of the expanse from above, and you can see twisting stone spires breaking through the tree line, each with a flame flickering within the tower like a beacon, as you hear the voice of the White Fire Arcanist kind of like narrating the scene as she continues.
There is a spire just west of here, maybe a few hours' walk. I felt it on the way to the ritual. Its power was strange. The light felt weaker than it should be. I think something might be terribly wrong with the Spire Keeper, and I fear what will happen if its fire is extinguished altogether. When you're ready, come back, and I'll give you my map so you can make it there safely. It's good to have heroes in the Sablewood once again.
And we see like the camera push forwards towards this beacon that she was saying, and the flame inside, as you see it just for a moment start to flicker. And that is where we're going to end that campaign. And that was the Sablewood Adventures campaign. What did you guys think?
That was awesome.
Amazing.
Really? What was your favorite part?
Monsters were way too OP, but I mean, that was cool. Daggerheart is definitely a much more interesting
System?
system. It has a lot. The mechanics are a lot different, but it was fun. Narration was cool, and yeah, that was nice.
What did you
did
like
so
about
much.
it?
My favorite part is when I dashed towards that dude and then headbutted him.
Double attacks. The double attack. I
Yeah,
like
the
that.
double tag team.
Twin attack,
Yeah,
tag
the
team attack, whatever.
Tag team attack was sick.
Yeah, that is a cool feature. One of the things about this campaign is that it's meant to act as a starter campaign for people that haven't played Daggerheart before, to introduce them into the world of Daggerheart and to introduce them to the mechanics and the storytelling, and one of the features of like asking you guys for input on things because it's a little different than D&D. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to start specifically with this adventure is because our next adventure, which is going to be a homebrew adventure, one that we come up with ourselves, is going to be using this Daggerheart system. But it's going to be in a world that we're creating that I am so excited.
Helped with. Haha.
Yeah, that I am so excited to start to do with you guys.
I like the
Hold
hope
on.
and fear mechanics.
You like the hope and fear mechanics? What do you like about the hope and fear mechanics?
I mean, you can fail awesomely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't roll a nat 1, which is very nice for a change.
There is a duality to it because in Dungeons and Dragons, like it's either you succeed or you fail. Like you can succeed.
It's
or
hard. It's hard to get in between.
You can have like critical success and critical failure, but it's either a success or it's a failure.
Yeah.
in Daggerheart, I do really like that you can succeed, but if you roll with fear, then there's
You could
something,
succeed at failing.
Yes, you could succeed at failing. You could fail at succeeding.
You could just fail at failing, and you could exceed at exceeding.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Succeed
you
at
have
succeed.
4 potential outcomes rather than just 2. And so from a storytelling perspective, it makes the options, it gives you a lot more options from a storytelling perspective, this hope and fear duality dice system that we've got.
This campaign took us way too long to finish.
What did you guys think about your characters?
They were fun. I liked it.
I really liked
them.
mine.
Yeah.
The only problem I had with it was I had nothing to attack with.
Yeah.
And I also had like no
Wait, what did the
magic.
last potion do?
What did
last random
do?
potion.
So the last random potion would have put that person to sleep. So if you would have drunk it, you would have fallen asleep. If you would have attacked
That's
somebody
why
with
you
it,
don't drink random potions.
they would have fallen asleep. So
Would that work for
what
skeletons?
what I did is that when you guys decided to pick up the potion, so I do need to talk about a couple things.
Yeah.
There's a framework for this campaign that gives you the setting, the stories, the characters, but there are things that happened in this campaign that were not in the written part of the Sablewood Adventures. For it to start, nowhere in this campaign that was put out by Darrington Press is there the option for the thief to steal the cart. That was not part of this campaign. That it just so happened that that's what happened, and so we went with it. But that was not supposed to be part of the campaign. You guys were supposed to be able to defeat him and then repair the cart or do whatever, and then continue down the path. But that's what I really like about this is the fact
If he
that
ever
it's like,
listens to this, it'd be cool.
there was nothing in this campaign that says, hey, if they manage to steal the cart, this is what happens next. No, so we just had to roll with it.
Literally
so the
roll with
countdown
it.
timer that I started when the thief stole the carriage and you guys started going down the path with the bat horse that was running out of control. The countdown timer, what it was going to be is that you guys were going to hit the edge of Hush. And that if you couldn't stop the carriage in time, the carriage with the scaredy bat horse and the Thistlefolk enemies were going to barrel into Hush. And you guys would have had a new environment where this peaceful village of Hush is suddenly infiltrated by this runaway carriage with enemies on it, and we were going to have to deal with that. Again, none of this was in the campaign, but it just sort of happened. So that's why I did the countdown timer. If you guys hadn't stopped it before, that's what would have happened. And then
Good job for making that up on the spot.
In the village of Hush, when you guys suggested looking around, seeing if there's anything you can use for weapons or take or anything like that, that wasn't part of the campaign either. But we created our own story with it. This was just a framework that we added our own elements to it.
Now time for our story.
Yeah. And so like with the potions, like there was nothing in here in this campaign about like random potions and what do they do. So I came up with options of, if you roll bad, this is the kind of potions that they were. If you roll good, this is the kind of potion. And the Firefly, I did not account for that at all when you came up with that, or the sword that you came up with, but we went with it anyway. And I thought it was so much fun. I do really like this emphasis on storytelling together rather than just me, creating all of this. We're working together to create this world, and I'm so excited about the world that we are going to work together to create next.
Now time for our story.
And that's it.
Awesome!
Yeah. Okay. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for listening to our podcast. This podcast is a new adventure for us with many more adventures to come, and we're so excited that you've come along for the ride. If you like what it is that we're doing here, trying to make these episodes cinematic with music and, these sound effects and things like that, while still being family friendly and sharing these adventures, please share these episodes with anyone you think might enjoy this type of content. Since we are a brand new podcast, one of the best ways that you can help us is to leave us a 5-star review.
Or if you really like what we're doing and you want to help support the show, you can head over to Fumblelore.com. There you can find out information on how to become a patron, and for a couple of dollars every month, you'll get behind the scenes content. You'll be able to be interactive with the show by naming PCs or helping develop boons and banes for our adventurers, or getting a look at the lore, the history, and the art behind the new world that we're going to be creating of Ithradel. And you can find out more about these benefits and perks over at Fumblelore.com. Another one of the things that we're going to be doing is turning moments from these episodes into fun little animations. So you can follow us on most social media channels at Fumblelore to see that project in the near future. If you have any questions for us, you can reach out at hello@Fumblelore.com. Again, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time for some more Fumblelore.
I have terrible rolls.
Roll.
I don't think I've rolled higher than a 4?
Roll right now.
2? You roll as good as I roll bad. No.
No.
I got
Roll with
my-
it. Roll with
I got
it.
my-
Real quick.
Even if my dice,
Try that.
if my dice are durst, if my dice are cursed, then it's better for you, right?
My Kaiser Durst.
Yeah. All right.
My Kaiser Durst.
10. So